Hello, 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 lovely YouTube people. So let me explain myself. You know, it's bad news when you're already starting out. Like, so what had happened was at the beginning of this, right from the jump. But okay, so busy stuff with work, busy stuff with life, yada yada yada. It has been 5 days since my last video. It has been 5 days since my last Dear Diary submission. And I hate that because I like to talk to y'all way more than that. So I was going to do a new moon reading. The new moon came and went yesterday. This is Sunday as of filming this. Technically Monday at 1 a.m. Oh, shit. So, okay, let me just explain myself. Obviously, like, life caught up with me and so, mom things and such things. And so here we are, days and days and days later without a video. But okay, so this is what I was just up to just now. Okay, and I'm playing around nervously with like a pet hair on the table. So I just got done watching a live stream about like ghost stories and stuff. Why was I watching that at like after midnight? Because your bitch is a dumbass. That's why your bitch ain't got brains. Okay, so now I'm like 50 shades of disturbed. Okay, and I'm like, okay, so maybe even though it's 1 a.m. and I'm totally cracked out, and I'm not cracked out right now on Thai tea because that's caffeine cracked out. Okay, that's a different type of crack. That is cocaine's a hell of a drug kind of Thai tea crack. I'm cracked out right now on like fear projection and that old folks milk. And by old folks milk, no, I am not talking about sucking on your grandma's teat. I am talking about good old folk like Glucerna, Ensure, old folks drinks. That's what I'm on right now. I'm on some good shit. This is some hype shit right here. Some Glucerna. I shouldn't have been watching that because now it's after 1 a.m. and I know I haven't slung cards yet. This is just going to be a bit of a story time, y'all. It's going to be a bit of a story time. So if y'all wanted to watch this video to be slinging cards, y'all going to have to hit unsubscribe. Or you're just going to have to click out the video and you know, fingers crossed for the next one will be better than this. Because this is going to be a little bit more of like a Dear Diary expression here. Yeah, because I got myself firmly freaked out in the stream. It was fine. It was going fine for a while until the very end. They decided, let's play like a top 15 videos of paranormal stuff. And I'm watching the videos like, no, if I saw that, I would kill it twice. Like, it's already dead. I'll make it dead and dead. Like, that's a fuck no. That's a hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. I was just like, your girl ain't going to sleep now. She ain't going to sleep. Okay, it leads me to the second part of this story. This part of this story that I know that y'all don't know. So y'all are sitting here being like, bitch is cracked out and we don't completely know what's wrong with her. You're right. I have not filled you in on this. Let me fill in the blanks, y'all. Let me fill in the blanks totally and completely so you can understand why I'm cracked out on grandma's teeth and not wanting to go to bed. Oh, shit, I just scared myself big time. Did y'all see that? Was genuine fear? Y'all, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Y'all just caught me in genuine fear. Like, okay. Because I'm going to be thinking I'm seeing stuff. And I don't think that I'm actually seeing stuff. I don't know. Perhaps I am actually seeing stuff because, okay, let me talk to y'all about it. Oh, shit. This is going to be like the worst video I've ever made. The worst fucking video I have ever made. It's fine. Oh, what a happy suckling that was. Thank you, Grams. Okay. Okay, so here we go. My whole life, and B has, for y'all who watch my twin sister B, and I know the vast majority of y'all do, we've already talked about this on live streams and stuff with her, that the vast majority of our lives, it's two, there are two of us, we have had like, you know, paranormal type of stuff occur where, you know, you see the ghosties, you hear the things, you see the things, you feel the things, the paranormal things, yes. And that's been our entire life, you know, that's been our entire life. And a lot of the time you get people that, you know, people that make fun of you, people that invalidate your experience, they dismiss it, they minimize it, or hell, they just outright say you are not only psycho town, but you're a harm type of psycho town, you know, because there's like crazy, but they're weird and they're funny and eccentric. And then there's like crazy, hide your kids, hide your wife, you know, that kind of and so people could veer on that end and being like, no, they crazy as hell. And so you tend to like suppress who you are authentically, or even if I'm not doing that for like other people, there'd be times where I went through my Lieutenant Dan phase where I was like, you know, I don't know if any of this is real. I call bullshit on anything that I ever thought I knew. I'm going to question it all to the hilt. And I go through iterations of that where I'm like, I'm a super believer. And then I'm like, Lieutenant Dan, I'm like, if you're fucking real, then you better prove it to me because I've lost it. I have lost faith in this. It's bullshit. It is all bullshit. You know, so I go through it. Man. I really do. And I think it's fair enough because what it ends up making me do is critically think and question myself. So where am I going with this long-winded diatribe? There's many a time when I go through a Lieutenant Dan phase where I start closing that part of me down, right? I'm like, I don't want my spidey sense. I don't believe in my spidey sense. And I think it leads me astray, and I think it's dangerous and bullshit, right? And so I'll be like, you know, and just want to park it, right? And then when I do things like watch midnight streams on ghosties instead of my normal protocol at night to go to bed, my normal protocol is to put on acrylic nail building so I can watch homegirl with her smooth voice build an acrylic nail. And I'm like, look at those nails. Look at this. Go put in the glitter inlay. Yes, I live. But no, instead of watching nails, I'm watching ghost stories, like live footage and people getting banged around and yanked on and stuff. And I'm like, But when I do that, the more I talk about ghosties, the more I watch ghosties, the more I, you know, kind of open myself up to this ghosty stuff, the more experiences there. I did it again. I'm so scared again. Y'all are just going to keep watching that because it's like after 1 a.m. So I'm just going to continue being frightened, okay? So y'all just going to have to be patient with my ass. Because y'all going to be watching this during the daylight and being like, we're going to just unsubscribe from her because she has really just lost the plot, fell off the end of the world. And fair enough. But I'm like, I am coming to you in my moment of fear for some coping. Anyway, I have more experiences. It's like I become a bigger magnet because I'm opening back up. And the more I open back up, the more experiences I have. If from non-believer point of view, you can just be like, you know, my Lieutenant Dan, I'm like, you're just priming your brain to think that you're having experiences and it's not real. Could very well be that. Or it could actually be that I'm like turning my light back on, like a lighthouse. I'm turning my light back on and things are like moth to a flame. You know what I mean? So, okay. So this whole long-winded diatribe to take us to what happened, was it last night? Shit, no. It was Thursday night. Yeah, it was Thursday night, man. I'm like pinching myself out of nerves. Oh, shit. Okay, let's go into it. Thursday night, man. So here I am in my house by my damn self in the dark. And already had been talking about ghosty stuff, right? Because, like, y'all, a bunch of y'all on here that watch me know about, like, your boy Gary and Rob's Rules and that part of the internet. And they're all like, yeah, let's do a live stream where we're talking about ghost stories and stuff. Because I already did one where I did ghost stories with Gary. And Rob was like, yeah, we'll do one too, like with the wider panel. And I was like, yeah, I'm pumped for that. And so I've been talking about all these things and I've been watching stuff and there's a YouTube channel called Mr. Nightmare. Don't know if y'all have ever heard of that, but I've watched a couple of Mr. Nightmare videos. And so I'm like opening myself up, which, you know, and also freaking myself out highly. And so it culminates basically in me being too open to things. And here it is Thursday night. And I'm at home by myself. It's like midnight, close to midnight at this point. And it was just two small things that I was just not ready for in back-to-back succession. So I had already been feeling like I was having some more experiences in terms of like feeling like you're hearing more things again or seeing the light orbs again, because it's like anytime it gets too quiet or I'm laying down at night, you can like hear the voices that sound like somebody in the other room left a TV on, and you're like, there's no TV on though, and you're hearing shit like that. And then you're seeing like, shadow things and orbs and things. And I'm just like, oh God, flashes of light and such. And I'm just like, yeah, it's okay. We're just going to move past that. We're going to move right on past that. And, and then in the dark, I hear like, and I'm like, nah, the hell no, like again, ain't nobody wanting to hear that in the middle of the night when they live by their damn self, up in here in the darkness. I'm like, I don't need to be hearing no creaking, no popping, no nothing like this. Uninvited. But I heard that shit, went into the other bedroom, and the closet doors in that bed, I'm looking into the bedroom hoping like it doesn't happen again. I'm like daring it with my fucking, my ocular region is setting out a fucking dare, but it's not a dare because don't be trying it. Don't be answering back. God damn, I will scream and end this. So, anyhow, what had happened was I heard and the closet doors are like bifold doors. The doors that it's like they flatten like this, and then you can push them to flatten out, and they close, and then they flatten like that, and then they this is how they do, right? So it's a closet door that does that. And when I look in there, the door had gone from the closed position to like buckled like that, like almost all the way open, but not completely fully all the way open, just like part of the way. And so in my brain, I was like, now this is an old house now, I'm not going to sit here and get my titties all twisted up and fruit roll up notches. We're not going to do all that now. I'm going to calm the titties. And just think, it's an old house, the weather's changing from cold to warm, it's settling weird, and it just kind of unbuckled itself, and gravity did this, So I'm like, that's what that was. And so I'm like, I walk over there, and with confidence in my whole chest, I close the door all the way shut, and I'm like, bitch, and, had the whole thing, right? Dominance, assert dominance. Went back to my room, man. Went to my room. It's almost midnight now, right? Right around midnight. I get in the bed. I cut off the light. I get my fur children in the bed with me. I got the cat and the dog. They're in the bed. I'm laying down. It's like 10 minutes goes by, and I hear BAM! Right outside of my bedroom door, which, of course, the bedroom door was closed because I'm not a psychopath. I don't sleep with my bed door wide open. So I hear the boom, and the first thing that I do reflexively is I sit up in bed and I yell, cat! Because it's almost always the cat out here doing some kitten shit. Like in the middle of the night, the cat goes into another dimension and does drugs, and it's kitten shit in the middle of the night. Everybody that owns cats knows all about that, right? This creature that sleeps all day is out here in another dimension doing some drugs at, midnight. So I yell, cat, and I go to get out of the bed, and I run into this room to make sure the cat didn't knock over my webcam or something, because I'm like, listen, this is equipment. Mama paid money for this equipment. You ain't going to fuck this up, cat. And once I get all the way over here, and I realize nothing in here has changed, I'm like, holy shit, the cat didn't do anything in here, because the cat was on my motherfucking feet when I heard the bang. So what banged? Because I came all about here out of my bed, about damn near butt ass, walking around all confident and shit in my house by myself, when there could have been somebody up in here that could have just been like, I'm gonna nab a bitch, like real fast and easy, like, you know what I mean? I was like completely vulnerable, like trying to heave my fat ass out of a pool, kind of vulnerable. Like that's when I feel the most vulnerable, is when I'm like, I feel weight again, and I'm like trying to get out of a pool. Don't you feel like so weak clawing yourself out of a pool? Anyway, it doesn't matter. So here I am being like, oh shit, let me go hop back in this bed because, I had this moment where I realized, so I go back into my room just to check and see, and the cat is in the bed still. And I'm like, oh shit, but what made the bang? But all I had to do was like look, and in the hallway that's right next to my bedroom door, I see the air freshener. Here's a hallway, okay, man. This hallway's, like what, 4 feet wide? Something like that. Anyway, an air freshener laying on the floor in the middle of the damn hallway. I'm like, did you fall off the shelf? Did you unplug yourself from the wall? You are here in the middle of the hallway. And so in my head, I was like, okay, this happened really closely after the closet doors. But perhaps, I had the air freshener, like it was on the shelf. What if I put it on the shelf and it was like, crooked and it just, gravity again, and it's just gravity again, and it ends up somehow in the middle of the hallway. But I'm like, 2 different times I'm sitting here cussing gravity in my house when stuff like this just doesn't happen. Not when I first moved into here, stuff like that happened, but it calmed itself down because that's how it generally does. It's like they come out to meet you when you move in. They're like, who is you? Who this? And then when they meet you, they're like, okay, we're not gonna fuck with her. We don't even care. And so anyway, hold on, tit milk. Oh fuck! Did you see me? I got scared by that too. Oh, my nerves, man. My nerves is bad. My nerves is bad, y'all. Oh shit. Right, because it's been 17 minutes basically, and I'm still just talking ghost story shit. It's just one of those days. I told y'all, it's just one of them. Right, and so part of me almost thought like I kind of want to pull cards about it, but this has nothing to do with y'all. This has nothing to do with celebrities. This has nothing to do with a popularized story that anyone cares about or is invested in. This would literally just be me pulling cards about my own life that I'm curious about because I'm #scared at 1:25 a.m. So, we've made it full circle because I was like, I had all those experiences Thursday after I was talking about ghosty stuff, and then turned around and watched that live stream like right now, and I'm like, you dumb bitch. Bad move, man. Bad move. It was a bad move. You done stupid shit before, but man, you topping it out. So anyway, let's just do that. So, vagina crystals placed, and y'all better do some real good protections and healings right now because like I ain't even here for some freaky shit. Because again, I keep thinking like I'm seeing, things darting or like shadows or, dark stuff that's floating or like orbs and stuff. And I do tend to see those, but now ain't the time. Now ain't the time. I ain't in the mood. Okay, fine. I'm shedding a lot. So that's why I keep messing with all this because I'm like yanking at my hair out of nerves. Right. Okay, so now this is what I plan on doing. Now, as I do this Q&A thing, I'm being very fucking clear. I'm not trying to do some mediumistic shit right here. I'm not trying to sit here and be like, ghosties, come out and come to me and talk to me. That's not what I'm doing. That's exactly not what I'm doing because that's not what I want because that's the opposite direction of where my fear wants me to go. So right now, my thought line is more of like my higher self, the larger Godhead of things. I would like to connect with that, the highest form of the high, and that, as every other thing that I do with my cards, communicate with that directly for the information with which I think. You like that grammar? You do? You like it? You like that at fucking 1:30 in the morning? I'm having a grammar like that? Yeah. Also, obviously, I got shit for makeup and like I got my face oils and everything because I've been in bed. I've been ready to go night-night, y'all. I've been ready to tap out. You bitch ain't even here to play. Sorry about it. Guess nobody cared. I'm assuming nobody cared. I didn't care. I'm too afraid to give a shit. Fearful. I got my child in the bed. I'm like, listen. So we're going to try, I need answers. So this is what I wanted to do. This will help me out a lot. Let's go ahead and knock it out of the bat. Okay, right out of the bat. Let's set some ground rules for this first question. So here's my legend. I'm gonna put the when I say legend like a map legend. This is what I want. Okay, so I want for this question because I'm gonna ask, were these events, let's just, because we might be able to end the video right now and y'all can laugh and we can all laugh together. Was this event that happened Thursday night that I just told the story about, was it actually ghost stories or was it gravity? Listen here, Spirit, I'm talking to you, so you better clean out your little angel ears and listen up. If it was, I'm so scared. This is what I do when I'm by myself, y'all. Y'all are just getting a little sneak peek back into my damn life and how I do things, right? I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay, listen here, God, if you're real, if you love me, then if it was real ghosties, you will give me, I say, pentacles and swords. Pentacles and swords if it was a real ghostie. And if it was just gravity, I want cups or wands. Cups or wands for just gravity. And I'm not even going to pretend, I'm not even going to set a legend. I don't think, for major arcana or court cards. Honestly, if I get like a major arcana like the devil card, I'm moving out. And y'all aren't going to see a video from me in a while because I'm going to be packing stuff up. Or the death card. I ain't going to be handling that for majors. Like, don't send me a major arcana when I'm asking this. Please just keep it to the regular ones. And if it's a court card, like a page, a knight, a king or a queen, I'm going to take that as a person thing. And I'm going to take it as that there is a ghostie and it's a ghostie by that description. Okay, regardless of what suit it comes from. So just give me a suit. So again, I'm really hoping for pentacles and swords here. Were those two things ghosties? Two events ghosty things, or were they just gravity? Please just say gravity. Oh shit, a card came out, but it came out like this, so I don't even know what it is. I'm too afraid to turn it over. Okay, no, I don't want it to be pentacles and swords, because that's the ghosties, right? Yeah, gravity is wands and cups. I want it to be wands or cups. Okay, I said if it was a court card, I wasn't going to go off of the fact that it was cups. So this, to me, getting this, I think of a male ghostie, like an older male ghostie. And let me give you a backstory why I think it's an older male ghostie. I should have said this before I even flipped this card, because when I was thinking about doing this reading, part of me thought a king card's going to come out. Part of me thought that. But I'm not completely freaked out by this card. Let me tell you why. Okay. When I first moved in here, I told you that when I first move into homes especially, that's when I generally have like the most experiences, because they're like, who this, right? And so when I moved in here, I met a nice old man. And this nice old man seemed like the guy that probably lived in this house. This is a house that looks like it was probably built in its like 60s or something, 1960s. And so it was like an older man, and I thought like, okay, he feels like the homeowner, but like deceased homeowner. Like this was his house. He lived here. Can't confirm that, but if I talk to the rental people or whomever, I might be able to confirm that. I haven't gone that far. But anyway, but he was nice. And I didn't have any problems with him. And I had like a couple of interactions with him. And he seemed cool. And so when I see this, I think of that old man. And with it being a cup energy, it's kind of like emotional, but like not unhinged. You know, like this is like nice. You know what I mean? Like somebody who's nice. Somebody who's not going to fucking betray me in my sleep. So like, it makes me feel like maybe he came out because I'm sitting here like opening back up the ghosties. And he's like, hey, bitch. Maybe he likes the wind chimes. Let's see here. Let's ask. I just want to see, does he like the wind chimes? Yes. Again, a yes. We're going to go. This is so dumb, right? This is dumb. This shouldn't be the second question out, right? So, yes, we're going to go with again, pentacles and swords. No, you don't like the wind chimes. You're bothered. We're going to go with the cups and the wands. Let me see. What you feel about my wind chimes? What you feel about my wind chimes? Let me see. Do you like the wind chimes? I'm not asking him directly, please. Okay, I'm asking all my light beings. I don't want to do mediumship stuff. I don't want to do that. Okay. Anyway, no answer? Do you have no opinion? Cups? It's like not only cups, but it's like this. Well, it's too loud. I bet you it's too loud. That shit too loud. Or we could take it by the actual meaning of the card, which is like wish fulfillment. But look at the guy. Look at the guy grimacing on there. Kind of like, bitch, keep it down. I'm old. I'm going to have to cut my hearing aids off with you. Like, okay, anyway. So, what perhaps let's do this. Why would, if this was a ghostie and it was the older gentleman, let's not even give it that many qualifiers, because what if it wasn't the older gentleman? But if it was a ghostie, what would he be wanting to communicate to me? Like, why come and visit me, and why do stuff? Why? Don't. That ain't what I wanted to see. The fucking tower? Not invited. Am I gonna have to do some revocations? Not invited. I didn't. Okay, listen up. Listen up. What about the tower? What else? You trying to tell me something big? About what? About what? This one flipped sideways. Oh, about something that perhaps I'm working on or putting a lot of effort into. Ooh, that almost makes me think about this kind of stuff. I wonder if me doing like the spiritual stuff in this house, I wonder if this is something, I wonder what this particular entity could possibly think about what I do. But anyway, what else? Oh shit. He came out. You fucking Aladdin coming out. These aren't like the highest like cards. Well, I mean, there's nothing necessarily wrong with this one, but to see these, that's not the most comfortable energy, y'all. I gotta say, if I'm looking at this in terms of I'm telling you, I just saw a fucking light ball. Y'all gonna have to take my fucking word for it. I mean, y'all can think all of this is bullshit. I don't even care. Have at it. I'll not be doing this. I'll not be doing nothing about this. Oh man, that's probably what he's saying. That's probably what he's telling. Come on, Titty Milk. Oh god. It says carb steady on here. Yeah, you need to steady me. Carb steady me. You need to carb steady my ass. Steady my ass right here, right now. Okay, so either there's something here that's trying to give me like a really big message, or it could be a warning. Honestly, it could be a warning about something that I'm working really hard on, that there's shady people that I need to look out for, that they might not be the most trustworthy people. And so it's like, hey, don't be opening up to everybody that comes along, because not everybody is going to be like on your team. So it could be helpful advice. It could be. So, yeah. Let's see then. Okay. What could I do? What is there anything that I need to do? Oh shit. Oh shit. What do I need to do? Ace of Swords in the world. What I think about this is be yourself and wise up. Just, quick and simple. Be yourself and wise up. That could just be like the tarot talking to me, though. That doesn't have to be ghosties talking to me. Oh man. Okay. I'm kind of curious. Like, I want to know. Tell me about the ghostie. What's a message that you can tell me about the ghostie itself? I want to know a little bit about this individual. Tell me about the ghostie. Oh shit, that came out fast. The Lovers. Okay, so either the ghostie person could be like, I'm feeling like a male, an older male, could have been a Gemini, but also the Lovers again. Somebody who loved this house. I felt like the original homeowner. Somebody was like, I loved this house and I loved being in it. I tell people all the time, I'm like, I live in a shithole rental because, it's a tiny little 900 square foot rental home that was built in the 60s. It smells, honestly, sorry to you, no offense, but it smells like fucking old folks and dust. It smells like old people and dust, like old ass and dust in this house. I mean, I do what I can. I already told you I got air fresheners in here. Perhaps pulling it out the wall and being like, this ain't my scent. But you don't like Cashmere Woods. You don't like Cashmere Woods? Okay, but it's the best though. So that's what I'm going to keep spraying. But anyway, I still, even though with this house being like, aged ass and dust, it's still, when you come in this house, it feels very homely. Like, not just like not homely in a bad way, but like comfortable, not like some of it because of how I decorate. Like, I'm decent at decorating. I think I'm decent at decorating and making like a nice little comfortable space. But also because it's like the energy of the house itself feels like love happened here, family happened here, tight knit happened here. Is what it feels like. It's kind of like a little koala moment, right? That's kind of what it feels like in this house. And so I always was like, I talked some shit about this place, but this place got some good vibes. It's got good vibes. And this is kind of what I'm feeling like, like here I am. And it's like I loved this place. And this was, I still love this place. And this was a place where love happened and connection happened and high commitment, high vibe kind of stuff happened, which, I could be like just so scared that I'm reading cards in the prettiest way I can read them, because I'm like literally, I'm scared myself, where I'm like literally, I'm not going to accept any other answer as being true. Y'all, I keep looking around because I keep feeling like I'm hearing stuff or sensing stuff. That's why. I thought I heard like a boom noise. I thought I heard a boom. Shit that goes boom in the night is fixing to chase me out this house. Think I won't just run to B's house. I got a key. Trust. I'll put me and the child in the car and we will go. I'll bust up into B's house, scare her shitless. I don't think they'd appreciate that. Okay, tell me one more thing about you. Well, that flipped out fast. King of Swords. I'm telling you, it's just kings, man. Boom. Boom, there it is. Older dude, right? Older dude, settled dude. I keep seeing things floating around, man. This video is crazy. I don't know. Y'all don't even want to watch this. Y'all don't want to click out. Are y'all still here? Y'all still here? Click out. Right. But two king energies. Two king energies on either side. So I could take this as like two different dudes. I could. Or it can just be another confirmation of like, no, like I'm the older dude of this place. This was a Gemini energy. This can be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So it could be, again, like double Gemini type vibes. And this can be somebody where he's like saying like, I was somebody of authority. Like in my day, in my time, I was somebody like a cornerstone of the community, whether you're doctor, attorney, and professor. You don't have to be like any of those positions, but you can be someone who it's like, I was an elder that was looked up to. I was somebody, of a person of status or whatever. Okay, one more thing about you, because I like getting to know my peeps. One more thing about you. This is me. Yeah, I just made it about me. I was asking about him and I made it about me. You saw that. Well, guess what? My channel, my rules. Hey, this is how I read. I know that when I'm fucking asking the questions and the cards pop out, I know what it means. I don't take this as another woman being here, like him being like, yeah, my wife's croaked too, and we're both fucking still living here alongside you. Like, you need to like live in God and not like be bumping uglies in your house unmarried. I don't feel that. I don't particularly feel that because I don't want to feel that, But I see this as me though, but I came out in the upright. So it's, to me, I take this as another kind of thing where it's like, you good, girl, you good, you safe, you good. And permission to get a black cat. I've been wanting to, man. I'm going to get me a black cat and name her Taro. Get me a black cat, name her Rider Waite. I usually give things like really ridiculous names though, like when I name stuff. And I don't even consider Tarot and Rider Waite, I don't consider those ridiculous names. I'm like talking about getting like a cat and naming it Stupid, or naming it Chumbait, or like Typewriter, or something like that. And you're like, fool, what the fuck? And be like, my cat, my rules. Come here, Typewriter, come here, click, click. I ought to have named fucking Rosie Typewriter. I didn't even name Rosie. Somebody else named Rosie Rosie. Do you think I would have given an animal a basic bitch name like that? The answer is negative. Actually, I really like the name of Rosie. I think it's pretty, but it didn't come out of this imagination. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Anyway, so I'm gonna take this as I'm safe here amongst them, and I am amongst friends. That we are kindred folk. That perhaps they want me to turn down the wind chimes, but other than that, No real complaints are being seen here. I do think that this was a message, though. I do think that this was a message saying that I might need to watch out for the people that I surround myself in. Honestly, in the circles that I surround myself in. Watch out, take heed of all of that as I'm putting in my work. Stay true to me, be wise about it. Because there could be fuckery afoot, as Emily D. Baker would say. Fuckery afoot. So, shit. It's been 35 minutes. It's 1:45 in the morning. I need to go to bed. And now I'm at least feeling more comfortable that if there was ghosty stuff here and that if I was surrounded by that I am safe and I am in good company and it's going to be okay. I do want to put this guy back in the deck, though, just because look at that scowl. Oh. I know that's, you know, not like a negative card, but I just didn't want to be looking at it. All right. So this is, I'm going to take this for what it is, and we're just going to leave it at that. So completely different type of video, completely weird. I know it's probably a complete waste of time for people who actually wanted to learn about themselves and have a moment where it's like I answered the questions about their lives. I'm sorry, I'm burping grandma's titty milk. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm disgusting. Let me go roll back into my fucking hovel of a bed with my greasy fucking face. I'm telling you, look. Well, you can't see because of the light, the way the light is. Like, I can do this and I can make myself shine. Like, it almost feels like lacquer. Ugh. It's okay. It's face oil, man. It's going to keep the wrinkles away, I hope. We'll see. Anyway, we'll see. I'm still a little nervous to go to bed, though. That's why I keep talking. Right. Anyway, so, for all fucking tarot advice about your problems and what's going on in your life and is it going to be okay and what's coming towards you in your future and all that shit, tune in for the next one. And not this one. I'm going to have to do another video for mid-March energies. I would think that one's going to be coming up next. Mid-March energies. What's coming towards everyone for mid-March energies? Collective or zodiac, either one. Do y'all like the collective reads better or the zodiac reads better? Or do y'all want both? I'm sure y'all just going to be like, just a little both, bitch. But I'm kind of curious what people like more. If they prefer to hear the zodiac ones or if they like the collective thing better. What ifs. Okay, so anyway, this is weird. But I'm sure that if I actually do like ghost story tarot, like more than just, you know, like popular ones that people actually care about, you know, Black Dahlia, Lizzie Borden, such type things that are a little bit more interesting and fun than who the fuck threw my air freshener, you know. I scared myself again. It's okay. It's okay, bitch. Calm them, right? Jesus. Anyway, it's gonna go kind of similarly where we're like asking questions, but it's gonna be more interesting because it's gonna be like, why'd you kill them? Or what were you thinking, or what were you feeling, and you know, shit like that, which is way more interesting than who the fuck threw my air freshener into the hallway like that. Okay, but I'm among friends. That's great. I'm going to be okay. I'm sitting pretty on my throne with a black cat. I can handle that. I can handle that answer. So, I cannot handle cutting off all these lights and going back to my bed in the dark. I cannot handle that. I'll tell you that right now. All right. Oh, God. Y'all send out a few quick prayers for me and look for that mid-month March alliteration video that's going to be coming out, and it's going to be actually more tarot based and less story time based, but y'all can tell me and let me know if y'all like kind of story time chatty vids every now and then sprinkled in there, you know. I mean, of course I'll keep it at the tarot and I'll keep doing the tarot, but shit, if y'all like watching me spooking myself, then by all means I'll sit here and remain uncomfortable for some time for y'all's enjoyment and pleasure. Okay, great. All right. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Bye.